I think Local First is just a tremendous organization that's so beneficial to the local businesses to support them and have people buy local. There's so many benefits to it, and what they've done is just fantastic to support local growing businesses, which is hard to compete sometimes against the big chains. So it's just a great thing to keep tax dollars in Michigan and support local businesses so they can succeed.
When I opened here in Grand Rapids, I didn't really know that Local First was right next door and didn't really know what they were about. And they were one of the first groups of people to come in and welcome me to the neighborhood. And from there, they just became really good friends. I mean, they're always willing to do everything that they can to help my business succeed, whether it's posting little blurbs on Facebook or just stopping by to fill up their laundry detergent or just to see how I'm doing. I think they're an organization that really understands what it's like to be a local business and really try to make it so that they can be as sustainable as the chain that they're competing with or the internet or what have you. I think they're just really built on the ideas of what our store represents, and I couldn't be happier with my Local First membership because I just feel that they help kind of tell my story and my vision.
I support Local First and part of Local First because I believe our local businesses are the core fiber of our society, our culture, our city, and even our region. So I think that we need to work together as an organization, as businesses, to help support that and be the leadership, that leadership being intellectual, financial, and social. Our community needs us, and they need us to understand the values in each other that really make it strong and diverse.
Standell Interiors has been a member of Local First, I think, for 5 years. We came on board just when Alyssa did. And what I love about Local First is that as a small business owner, there are a lot of other small business owners in the same position, but together with Local First, we can have a great big voice in the community. I just love that.
We're a member of Local First because Local First gets it. It's the first organization that I've seen that gets it. They understand that if we're a small business and we employ around 25 here, those employees are living and working and eating here, and if we remain strong, it's good for the economy remains strong. And I don't know any other way to say it, but they get it. They understand it. That's really frustrating when you say, have a not-for-profit that comes to you as a business owner and they want a contribution, and you find out, in our case, that they're buying computers online. They don't get it. Local First gets it. So not only do we love and support Local First because they understand its impact to the local community, but they also support CompuCraft. When something comes up and they have a need, they call us. That's cool.
This is like a setup question. My favorite local organization, Local First. How can I help myself there? To try to help promote an organization, I am the founder of Local First, and to help promote the organization, an organization that puts together small local businesses, but more importantly, teaches the community how important those businesses are to the community. It is the blood of the community as a local business. So, you got me on that one. That was a gimme question.
Why are we a member of Local First? I believe in the message. I think that there's clearly proven economic advantages to supporting local businesses for the community, but I know that beyond that, what you're doing is empowering a growing number of people within a community to recognize what the needs are of the community, who live there, who know what the community stands for, what the community's issues are. When you keep supporting more and more local businesses and giving them a chance, it also gives them a voice and an ability and empowers them to do the things that are necessary to create a more and more healthy community. I think it would be tough to live in Grand Rapids for too long and not see the legacy of a strong history of family-owned businesses and the impact that that's had in taking West Michigan specifically through some pretty tough economic times in the last 5 or 6 years, and recognize that we are way better off as a result of some of the impact that those family businesses have had on the region. So the more and more that we can invest our dollars and our time in supporting those businesses, the more and more voices and power that we're giving to more and more members of the community that have an impact. And that's a message that I think should be shared, and I think that Local First does a great job of sharing that message.
Gazelle Sports is a member of Local First. We're a member because it's so important to involve relationships with the economy. We really want to provide relationships that build our community and build a healthy community, so it goes hand in hand with our vision and our mission. Now, Local First here in West Michigan does more than just talk about the economy and the impact of shopping locally. We're really about building a sustainable community, and that sustainability includes the environment that we live in, the location that we live in, this beautiful place called West Michigan. And it also includes the people that we live with, and the people we live with, the relationships we have, both in business and in government and in education and religion. It all counts. So this is all about building sustainability and building a community that we love and we care for.
I'm a member of Local First because I agree with what they're trying to achieve, and any group, no matter how much you're involved in, you should be a member of it if you agree with that, because your membership helps them to achieve their goals.
I love Local First, and one of the reasons I love Local First is I believe one of their main priorities is educating our community about the importance of keeping that dollar local versus going to some of the big box stores. It's very tempting, but I think one of their whole premises is sharing that information of why keeping that dollar local is so important. And as a small business owner who owns a business in Grand Rapids, that's critical to me.
So the question is, why is Local First important to me? And I can answer that in a way that I tie back to my childhood. My dad owned a small business. He was a pharmacist, owned a drugstore in a little town in central Illinois. And since my earliest memory, he talked about how it was important to support each other, other small businesses in the community, in town there. And that's what we did. So that's all I knew. So now when I think about, fast forward to 2012 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, I think about how proud I am that Founders Bank and Trust is a member of Local First, and how I bring back everything I learned about small business and the importance of supporting each other to today. And I think all the things I learned are very true still today, and the more we support each other locally, the stronger the community is. I believe in Local First. I'm very proud that we're a member.
You know, Local First is such an important organization to be a part of this community. As a small business owner here in Grand Rapids, I value Local First, not only because they promote my business, but because they also promote the very fact that local businesses contribute a great deal to this city and to this community. Sometimes, you know, many of us just assume that they can get the best deals at these big box stores, and that's not always true. Because what we need to recognize is, and what Local First has been able to educate us, is that the results of purchasing locally brings many benefits back to the local community and back to ourselves, really, that purchasing at a national store will not give you. And I think education that Local First brings to the consumer is a very important part of their work. And I appreciate what they do to try to encourage the consumer to support and purchase and use their dollars at local businesses. It's a very much needed organization, and one that I deeply appreciate, and really highlights the talent that we have and the skills that we have of local business owners who do a great deal in supporting and enriching this community.